What's the hardest thing about being in prison? Now, believe it or not, I get asked this question a lot. And the hardest thing about prison is the lack of control. You have control over absolutely nothing. Now, don't get it wrong. In the streets, you only have limited control too. You don't have control over other people. There's things and situations that get out of hand that you can't do anything about. But you have a lot more control out here than you do in prison. And this is a thing that a lot of prison people, they don't talk about. A lot of creators who make prison content, they don't speak about. And the reality is this. You're told when you can get your mail. Now, it doesn't matter when your mail comes. You're told when you can get it. Your family can come drop you a package off, and you get told when you can go pick that package up. And if the COs want to steal something out your package, there really ain't shit you can do about it. I mean, you can complain. You can maybe write a letter to the warden, which is going to get thrown out before he sees it, but there's nothing you can do. You get told when you can see your family because visits are on specific days. And if the jail decides there's not going to be no visits that day, you ain't going to get a visit. You have no control. You get told when you can call your family. Phones are open at a specific time. You can't make a call when you want to make a call. And if you get a write-up or something, they can take your phone privileges away, and they'll tell you can't even call your family. You send mail out when they tell you to send mail out. And if they want to rip it up and throw it away, there's nothing you can fucking do about it. What are you going to fight the COs? You're going to lose. You're going to get beat up. You're going to get a new charge. You're going to be in the max. There's nothing you can do. You get told when to shower. You get told that now's the time that you can go shower. And this time you can't. You get told when you can leave the dorm and go to recreation. Shit, you get told when you can go to chow to eat. Like, you could have tons of food in your cell, but at a specific time, you're not using a microwave, or you're not using a hot pot, or you're some facilities, like I think it was either Bear Hill or Franklin. I don't remember because it was so long ago. One of the facilities I was in actually had a stove. I don't remember if it was Bear Hill or if it was Franklin, but I know we had a stove in one of those facilities. It was so fucking long ago, I can't even remember. But yeah, some facilities you can cook at certain times, but you get told when you can get food. Shit, you get told when to talk. Because when it's a certain time of night and the CO say everybody be quiet, you can't be having no conversations or talking to nobody. You're going to get a write-up. And if you keep doing it, they're just going to call back up, beat you up, drag you out, and bring you to the box. So in the county jail, it's even worse because you're in a cell. So you're locked in a cell. They tell you when you can come out. They tell you when you can do what you're going to do, etc. Like, they can even shut the water off to your cell. Like, when I used to be flooding my cell and terrorizing the police, they'll shut the water off. So then you can only flush your toilet when they turn the water on so you can flush your toilet. You got to ask the CO, like, yo, put the water on so I can flush the toilet. And if CO's a dick, he not going to put the water on. So you got to start saving water in your fucking cell when the water comes on. That way you have water to drink, etc. And they have full control over everything you do. County jail, state prison, federal prison. You don't do anything when you wanted to do it. You do it when you're told to do it, or when they let you do it, or when they give you the opportunity to do it. So the worst part about being in prison is the lack of control. You have no control over anything while you're behind those walls. People say, oh, well, it's not seeing my family, and that's all of that is lack of control. You do not control when you go home. You do not control when you go see your family. Like, I can wake up in here whenever I want. When I was in state prison, you weren't allowed to sleep in unless you were in mess hall dorm and you were working night shift. Mess hall dorm, they would let us sleep until like 10, 11 o'clock, because then we get up, we go to mess hall like 12. They want us to be rested because mess hall is work, especially if you're in like pots or some shit like that. Like, that shit is work. So they'll let you sleep in. But the other dorms, I think it was like 7 o'clock or 8 o'clock. Like, you have to be up and your bed has to be made. So you have to be sleeping on top of your covers with your bed made if you're sleeping. And some COs was on some bullshit where they ain't let nobody sleep. So if you were sleeping, they would come wake you up and tell you that you got to get out the bed or they're going to write you a ticket. So you even being told when the fuck you can sleep at certain times. You don't have any type of power or any type of control in prison. And people like to say, oh, the inmates run the jail, not the COs. Bullshit. The inmates might got a certain power. The COs might let you rock because it's easier. But they have unlimited backup they can call in. Happened in Attica, happened in every other place, all these facilities that had riots, etc. You don't control nothing. And that's the worst part about being incarcerated.